Hey guys, it's Buzzy, and I'm here with Horace.
Hello, people of the interweb.
Yeah, hey people. So, this episode, this. Okay, so the gameplay.
Random noises.
The gameplay. There's two gameplays here. The first one
And an
is
extra at the end.
and there's a little extra bit, and we'll talk about that when it comes. So this first gameplay is me with the Galil with a red dot sight on it in Black Ops 1 on PlayStation 3. I went 23-7 this game, and then the second game I went 24-10, and I'm pretty sure that it was the FAMAS with a silencer and a dual mag, but we'll have to see when that comes up. So the title of today's video, the subject, what we're going to talk about is pros and cons, like 5 pros and cons of single-player games and multiplayer games. Like differences, we're gonna compare the two.
Yeah.
We're gonna mash them together like peas and carrots.
Peanut bow J.
Okay.
Peanut bow and J.
Okay, so single player games, the pros, there's more story.
Yes, indeed.
Like in Skyrim, which is like my favorite single player game, there's a lot of storyline, there's a lot of side missions you can do. Same with Far Cry, which is another one of my favorites.
And Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, there's a lot of storyline, unlike Call of Duty, where there's like no story at all.
Straightforward. Go this way,
And
kill people.
yeah,
go
and
left,
in
go
multiplayer
right.
Call of Duty, there's absolutely no story at all. So there's that. The next pro, where's my pen? So the next pro in single player games is there's you can be more of a badass. Like in Skyrim, you can run around and just kill trolls and just freaking own people with your magic and shout, and exactly, you can be a total complete badass
And
dragon master,
I got
freaking
toasted.
nickel awesome bro. Unlike Call of Duty, where if you're pro, then you can do well, but it's still not nearly as fun as going around and slaying dragons.
Unless you get like a no scope across the map.
Yeah, then it's
More
kind of
bang.
exciting, but yeah,
Once-
single player games.
One thing that I
More of
had
a
like
badass.
a couple days ago, I was playing Assassin's Creed 4. I got the black person. I was playing as the black person because I got like
That
the little,
DLC game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get this gun called the Blunderbuss. It's like a shotgun. And like there was like this little base, and like you know there's like 2 guards and stuff, and like do a double assassinate. I just ran up and like whoosh, with my hidden blades, and like 5 people just ran across and just went whoa, funk, killed 5 people, and like the commander guys, they like live a lot, and then the guy like fell off and then ran and just went, took my machete, jumped like whoosh, right on his neck, boyo.
Yeah, so that was pro number 2. You can be a total badass. You can be a badass in Call of Duty, but it's
Especially
not
if you're a
nearly.
black person.
You can be a badass in Call of Duty, but it's not nearly as rewarding. It's not nearly as fun of a time. So that was the second pro. Next pro, the third pro in single player games, freedom. You can a lot of the time there's free roam, like in Grand Theft Auto, Assassin's Creed, Skyrim, Far Cry. You can just roam around and sandbox games, just like that. Yeah, you can just walk around and screw people up whenever you want, and just do all that. You can just run around, go wherever you want, explore. Unlike, again, we're comparing it to Call of Duty because
And maybe Battlefield.
and Battlefield and stuff like that, because that's just like the main multiplayer game that everyone plays is Call of Duty. So we're really comparing it to Call of Duty games. Like Call of Duty games, even in the campaign, you don't have any freedom. You have to stick to the story mission. That's one of the things that I've always hated about Call of Duty single players. You can't go anywhere. You always have to do the mission. At the same time, it can be very fun if you're looking for something like that, but it can be boring if you're looking for a sandbox game. So, next pro in single-player games is awesome weapons. And sometimes there's awesome weapons like in like in zombies and stuff like that, where you can pack a punch. And there I got blown up by an RCXD, like a nub. I was pretty mad there actually when I was playing the game. But off of that, awesome weapons. Like in Skyrim, you can go around and find super cool weapons, super cool
like
swords.
Freeze people and just like totally cut their heads off.
And that's one of the biggest things about Skyrim is there's so much you can do. You can be a mage, you can be a warrior, you can be whatever you want.
Archer.
And that goes in the category of freedom, where you can just do whatever you want. But yeah, there's some awesome weapons. You can level your guy up and get more weapons and just
Get more armor.
Yeah, exactly. You can just get really cool things, unlike Call of Duty where you have a list of weapons and you have to pick from that list of weapons.
And everybody only uses 2 because there's the most OP gun.
Yeah, exactly. Like everyone in the whole Call of Duty community will only use 2 guns that are in the game because they're so overpowered and just.
MTAR, the Vector.
Yeah, exactly.
R5, just doing like, yep, screw the little Vepper. Poor little Vepper never gets any love.
Yeah,
never gets any love.
So that was the 4th pro with single player's awesome weapons. The 5th and last pro of single player games is no haters or trolls. So if you're playing like Skyrim, no one's gonna like. Well, I guess some of the AI are mean to you, but I mean it's not like real life people where they're like messing with you and trapping you in corners and just teabagging you all the time. You know, there are some really mean. Exactly, there are some really mean people out there in the Call of Duty community, and it's not as bad in Battlefield, but both games are pretty bad with that. So, should I go into the pros of multiplayer or the cons of single? So this is the 5 cons of single player. It's actually 6, I think. So, here are the cons. You can't play with friends. Because a lot of the time in single player, yeah. If there's co-op, like multiplayer co-op, then I guess you can. It's not usually the co-ops aren't nearly as fun as the regular single player though. Yeah. See, like in Skyrim, I always go back to Skyrim because it's my favorite single player game. You can't like play Skyrim with friends like what we do. I know me and Short Round and also Horace and Short Round have done this. We'll just call each other on the phone and play Skyrim and just talk about Skyrim and stuff while we're playing it. And that's the closest we can get to actually playing the game together. So that's the first con, is you can't play with your friends. Now, the second one is kind of the same thing, only it's turned around. You can't troll with people, like troll people.
Unless you want to troll an AI, which won't be very fun.
Yeah, you can't like mess with people. You can't, because I know a lot of YouTubers like to troll people, and that's how they get so big on YouTube, is they just mess with little squeakers and stuff like that.
I hate
so, yeah. We might actually do a couple of those videos. We don't know yet. So, that's one of the other things. If you like trolling, then you can't do that in single-player games. The third con is there's no human interaction. You don't talk to other real humans. It's all computer. That kind of goes into the category of friends. You can't play with friends, and things like that. So there's no actual human interaction. The 4th one is you can't be competitive. There's no like pro MLG Skyrim players out there. It's all Call of Duty and I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's like my computer making a really loud noise, but
it's still like the fan.
yeah, I don't know. But well, like in Call of Duty, you can be pro, but you can't be pro in Skyrim.
You can be pro in Pokemon.
Yeah, but that's a multiplayer game kind of though. If you play online, it's mostly single player though. So that's the 4th one, is you can't be competitive. You can't go MLG in Far Cry or Skyrim or GTA or anything like that.
Or sex.
No, I don't think you can. Cons in single player, this is the 5th one, or like 5 out of 6 or whatever. You can't meet famous YouTubers. Like, if you're on Call of Duty and you meet someone famous from YouTube, and you're like, oh my god, yeah, exactly. Like,
I once got in live with basically I did work for like 3 seconds.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And then he left. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, you can't meet people on single player games because, like I said, there's no human interaction. You can't play with friends or anything like that. So you don't meet famous people.
We might have to make this a 2-parter.
Maybe. And then cons is you rage a lot, but that's also a con with multiplayer games. Yeah. So
controls.
You rage. Do you want to do these ones, or do you want me to do them?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay. These are the pros right here.
I can read. Oh, they're down there.
Yeah. And then these are the cons. So Horace is gonna read the
I'll do the cons
pros
first, so I can leave a little sweet taste in your mouth.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with the cons of multiplayer games now.
I'm sorry if you can hear that. I was moving the mic. Cons. What does that say? No story.
No storyline.
No storyline. So we basically already covered that.
Yeah. There's just no storyline whatsoever. Even in the single player, there's very little story. There's more than online, because online there's no story whatsoever.
Now, this is all towards Call of Duty.
Yeah, these are all Call of Duty, and he's gonna go through them really fast.
Quick scopes, you know. Campers, you know. Kills. Target finders, you know, shotguns, the red screen gun, Black Ops 2, and then there is Rage.
So,
if you have never played Modern Warfare 2 on a broken controller, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life?
I was always just too good at that game. I couldn't get mad at it. It was also my favorite. So, yeah, let me go through those really quick again. Quick scopers, campers, target finders, shotguns, and rage. So those all go into the Call of Duty category. Quick scopers, they're super annoying because the sniper rifles are just super overpowered.
Yep, never should be in any more games.
The campers are ridiculous.
They should make it either like Black Ops 1 sniping, or bring back the World at War snipers where you can have iron sights and stuff like that.
Yeah. And even worse than quick scopers and campers is quick scoping campers. So, and even worse than quick scopers, campers, and target finders is target finding campers.
Or quick scoping target
quick scoping target finding campers.
Quick scoping campers with overkill shotguns and tag
and target finders.
Yeah, either or.
And then rage, when you just get super mad that you didn't get that kill, and how the freak did you not just kill that guy? You put so many pieces of lead into him. Yeah. And then you just get super mad and you throw your controller at a wall, and then your mom gets mad at you and she spanks you, and then you cry, and then you're mentally scarred for life.
The things that make sense is if you shoot somebody with a 5-pound piece of lead going over 1,000 meters per second in the chest and they don't die.
Or when you shoot someone...
Modern Warfare 3.
And then when you shoot someone in the freaking chest cavity with a shotgun or a sniper rifle and get hit markers and you're like, what? And then all of a sudden they shoot you like 3 bullets and an assault rifle and you die. It's just ridiculous. Are you going to do pros now?
Yeah.
Alright, so here's pros of multiplayer games.
Meet in peace.
We kind of went through that. You can meet more people online games. You can meet like Vanoss and H2O Delirious and I Am Wildcat and all those guys.
And also you can meet really cool people like yeah. This is our like 3rd take of this.
Yeah.
The other 2 were about different stuff, and
they just were.
Yeah, Meeting Peeps is was sort of like we were talking about Nazis, but
yeah, it was no.
So
then the next one is
Owning Bitches.
Owning Bitches, where you can just like go on like a freaking nuclear kill streak and just own some peeps.
Get a Moab, get a nuclear airstrike.
Next one.
Going
pro, MLG Pro
I
up
can
in
go
here.
Pro all the way.
So,
all the way.
We said this a little bit in single player games. You can't go pro, you can't MLG it up. Unlike in Call of Duty where you can just like get so good at the game that people just like worship you. Yeah. Next one is you can mess with people.
Troll. That basically goes along with all the quick scoping, target finder, shotguns, campers.
Yep. And human interaction. You can talk to people, you can meet really cool people, and you can also meet some really uncool people.
Yep. You just put messing with people 2 times.
Apparently, I wrote down messing with people twice for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking there. But we're coming up to the end of this Call of Duty game here pretty soon. In about a minute. And
with our little bonus clip at the end.
So yeah, so since we're done with those, let's talk about the gameplay here a little bit. So whenever you see me knife after I die, it's probably because I'm angry. That's what I do when I'm angry at a game and I want to show you it in the gameplay and I'm not talking live. I will knife when I spawn because I'm like that's my way of saying how in the world did this guy kill me? It's impossible. And stuff like that. So this game, I went 24-10. It's okay for me. If you guys don't know, I'm not a very good Call of Duty player. Except for in Black Ops 1, I'm okay. First game, 23-7. So there's that game. And now we're going to be moving... Well, this is the game-winning kill. Not me. No, it's not me, actually.
And then this is
Same gun, though.
This is my game.
And then here's Thomas. Horace, let's talk about this real quick. Explain this.
Oh my gosh, this was horrible. So, I saw on the radar that there was a guy up here, so I'm like, oh, might as well go out there and kill him. I'm like, oh, and I have the ladder because, you'll get your gun up faster. I'm like, oh, look at there. Attack insert.
And it's lagging really bad. So, he tries to knife him, and it doesn't show it very well here, but he knives, and then the guy, like,
I run at him.
Misses, and then the other guy's knife kills him.
Yeah, we weren't recording during the actual gameplay, so you couldn't see when I knife because of the lag and stuff like that. But when I kill the guy right here, I lay down, like he's gonna spawn. Right when he spawns, I run and I knife. Right when I knife,
he dies. So
it's like, wow, that's nice.
Coming up to the end of the video. If you guys like this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next commentary Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.
Peace out. Bloopah.